Okay, so what if I told you that you could communicate in English, yeah, one of the most complicated languages on the planet, using just 850 words? It sounds pretty wild, right? Well, today we're going to dive in and see exactly how that's even possible.
So let's just stop and think about that for a second. Seriously, how many words do you actually need to get your point across in a day-to-day conversation? Not the whole dictionary, but just enough. A few thousand? 10,000? You might be surprised.
The answer is 850. That's it. And, this isn't just some random number pulled out of a hat. It's the core of a whole system called Basic English, which was designed to make the language super simple, but still incredibly powerful.
So welcome to the Basic English 850 list. The best way to think about it is like a toolkit. It's a set of words that have been handpicked because they're just so versatile. They give you the power to express almost anything you need to in everyday life.
All right, so to really see how this works in action, we're going to zoom in on just one word from that list. A really common word that honestly is the perfect example of how this whole system works. Our case study is going to be the word whine.
And yep, it's official. According to the Simple English Wiktionary, whine is right there on that core list of 850 words. It's on that list for a really good reason. It's what you'd call a heavy lifter word. It does a lot of work. Let's break that down.
You see, the whole secret to making a small vocabulary so powerful is picking words that can pull double duty. And whine is a textbook example. It can be a thing, and it can also be an action.
So here's the deal with whine. It's got this kind of split personality. On the one hand, it's a noun. It's the drink itself, right? But on the other hand, it's also a verb. It's something you can do.
All right, first up, the job we all know. As a noun, wine is just, well, it's that alcoholic drink made from grapes or sometimes other fruit. This is how we use it, 99% of the time.
So, for example, you could say something like, I don't drink wine very often. Usually I prefer beer. It's a super simple, totally clear sentence. It shows you just how easily this word fits into a normal conversation.
But this is where it gets really cool. As a verb, whine is almost always in the phrase to whine and dine. Now all of a sudden, the word isn't just about the drink itself, it's about the entire social experience of taking someone out and entertaining them. Now that's what I call an efficient word.
But wait, there's more. The complexity doesn't stop with it being a noun and a verb. The sound whine is actually doing even more work in the English language.
I want you to meet its homophone, W-H-I-N-E, whine. Sounds exactly the same, but it means something totally different, to complain in that high-pitched, kind of annoying way. This is a classic quirk of English that can definitely trip people up, but hey, it's also part of what makes the language so interesting.
So we've seen how much whine can do just within English, but its reach, its power, goes way beyond that. Let's zoom out for a second and see how this one little word can connect us to the rest of the world. Take a look at this number, 82. What on earth could 82 have to do with the word whine? Well, this number shows just how incredibly global this one simple concept is.
That's right. It's the number of languages the entry for whine has been translated into just on the Simple English Wiktionary. It just goes to show you how this one core idea is understood across so many different cultures and borders.
And we're not just talking about a bunch of similar European languages here. No way. We are talking about a truly global group, from Japanese and Arabic to Kiswahili and even Welsh. A core idea like this really does become a bridge between all of us.
Okay, so we've gone really deep on just one word. But let's bring it back to the big idea here. Why does having a core list of 850 simple, powerful words actually matter? What's the real takeaway?
Well, it really boils down to three huge things. First, if you're learning English, it gives you a clear goal, something achievable to start with. Second, even for native speakers, it pushes us to be clearer and more direct, to cut through all the jargon. And maybe most importantly, it helps turn English into a better tool for everyone, for international business, for science, for culture, a shared language built on something simple and strong.
So I'm going to leave you with this question to chew on. Besides whine, what's the most useful, hardworking, simple word that you know? Let us know what you come up with. Thanks for hanging out with us today.